Hello to our students and parents of the Dougherty County School System. I pray you're coping well as our community is again faced with an unprecedented challenge. The widespread presence of COVID-19 has disrupted the way of life that we've become accustomed. And unfortunately, our community has one of the highest numbers of COVID-19 cases in the state of Georgia, and the highest per capita. And that number is expected to increase as more test results come in. Slowing this virus down or flattening the curve has to be one of our top priorities, because we don't want to overwhelm our healthcare professionals. It's not overselling it to say lives literally depend on it. In order to do this, it's important to view this whole situation as a marathon and not a sprint. We have to work to make the suggestions of the CDC and the Department of Public Health, such as social distancing, washing our hands for at least 20 seconds, hand sanitizing, limiting exposure to people who may be sick, and self-quarantining where we may be sick ourselves as a part of our everyday lives. Also, we must abide by the shelter-in-place ordinance currently in effect in Albany and Dougherty County. Although inconvenient, these restrictions are in place for our health, welfare, and safety. We must slow the spread of COVID-19 or flatten the curve to prevent overwhelming our healthcare system, which is not only serving our community, but communities throughout Southwest Georgia. Furthermore, as parents, we have to set a very important example to our students as well as to the community. Let's make sure that example is a positive one. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't take time to acknowledge all of the incredible work going on now by our local heroes who are going toe-to-toe with COVID-19 to save lives in our community. These doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals, as well as our first responders, are risking their own safety to slow the progression of this disease. Students, you can be a hero by simply staying inside and limiting your contact with others. Stay inside, save a life. It really is just that simple. Now, I know there's some conversation going on about kids not being able to get this disease. It's simply not true. This virus attacks everyone. Now, it may be true that students will have milder symptoms, but you're still infected. You can spread the virus to older loved ones or loved ones who may have underlying health conditions that make them more susceptible to getting critically ill or worse. Don't risk losing a loved one just because you want to hang out with your friends, period. This virus is already striking home because we've had several students, teachers, and other DCSS family members who've been diagnosed or whose loved ones have died. It's heartbreaking to think that that could have been prevented simply by staying at home and not getting exposed. Things are expected to get worse before they get better. Only way they'll get better is if we practice social distancing and adhere to the stay-in-place or the shelter-in-place order. So let's move forward together, striving every day to be heroes so that we keep our loved ones safe, speed up the exit of this awful virus in our community. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a great day.